I'm a third-year psychology student in District College. I first got to know Jesus through Pastor. Back then I remembered he was my class form teacher. I never knew he would impact my life so much when I first met him during the first day of school in grade 10. He brought me to church, and I remembered back then church was held on Saturday in Inti College. To me, I didn't know much about Jesus or Christianity, other than knowing it's just a religion. Not knowing much about God or Jesus, but I knew that out of the many people I've seen, I've never seen such a bunch of loving people in my whole life. I started to attend church because of the people, and also I simply don't know how to say no to Sophia. But after a while, I felt pressured and tired, and slowly I distanced myself from attending church because my heart was not really open towards God. I was an inconsistent member, as I was not on fire for God, and it came the time where I graduated from school and enrolled myself into 11 months of A-levels program in District College. It was then I decided that I wanted to be away from God and the church for a year. But God sent an angel in Miss Anne, and I remembered it was in a leadership camp that was organized by our school's committee that she spent an hour talking to me. It was the hour that turned my life upside down. God went deep into my heart, and He spoke to me with a verse to trust Him with all my heart, as He will make my path straight. He even said not to be away from His presence. But still I didn't choose to obey and insisted being away from Him. During this period, I started to cultivate the habit of reading the Bible before I sleep, and I started to pray even though I didn't go to church at all. I've been waiting ever since that day to come back, but yet I find no reason and courage to come back. It was that one phone call that Pastor made to invite me back to church for Pastor Kel Ven's special service, that I knew God is calling me to go back to His house. I immediately agreed, knowing this is my chance to come back to Him. And after that day, I decided to be in His house, and I rededicated my life to Jesus during the Radiate production. And I told God, as long as you never abandon me, I will never leave you. Ever since that day, I started to attend church and cell group regularly, and I started to see the hands of God working in my life. I started to love to be in the house of God and wanting to do more for Him. I learned to care for members and take the initiative to take the first step. I also started to believe in myself that God can and will use me to advance in His kingdom. Most importantly, I became more positive and I found joy in Him. Today, I'm serving as a sound crew in church and also in cell group. It was Him that gave me the blessings of my life. It was Him that He put people in my life so that I may have the salvation that He gave for the whole world. It was Him that plans every detail in my life, and I choose to give so that more lives will be added in and many will come and know the name of Jesus. It is because of Him that I have found there's a higher calling in everything I do, that I no longer do things for my sake, but to bring Him glory. I'm Kel Ven. This is my story.